We are having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. You know, we're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
You go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouses.
The comedy shows, they're murder mysteries, they're audience participation. It's a scripted show because, you know, there's clues and hints that have to go out, but it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie. You know,
Right.
it's a comedy, it's lighthearted, but one of the characters does get killed,
Right.
and then the audience has to figure out who did
it
it
is.
and
Somebody
why.
get killed.
And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit, you know, their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
Yeah,
you-
they solve it.
All by themselves?
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's
And,
fun.
you know, so we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and
Okay.
talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go,
always.
everybody loves that show.
The audience they just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside
Yeah,
from
we
mystery.
do game shows. Oh, the game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically
Like
a
a
trivia
Family
game
Feud.
show, or it could
Right.
be, you know, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing,
Oh,
and they'll be willing to do. We'll
cool.
take it there.
What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
What letter comes after A? Yes, there you go. Go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a redneck wedding, which is just
Oh, that I have
it's
to
a
come
lot
see
of
that
fun.
one.
Oh, you're welcome
Yeah!
anytime. Anytime. In fact, I even
Well,
brought
growing
you a
up in
shirt.
St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say you did.
Oh, of course I did. That you
Hey!
wear everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch. I'm giving one out to everybody. here.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Comedy.
Oh,
we
that's
call it.
great.
Can I
Knockem
pretend
Dead
I'm
Comedy.
drinking something here?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like
Thanks,
you're drinking something.
I'm having fun on the set.
You know, we actually do put water in it when guests asks.
Just
we
not
do, but
this
if you
guest,
but if you don't ask ahead of time, wait, this one's full of water. You ready?
Nice.
1, 2, 3. All right, there you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
conversation with me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told you.
hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. "10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now. Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Day Comedy Radio. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Podcast. It's Thursday. It's April 14th. We're live from Governor's Comedy Club Podcast. That is the name of the YouTube channel. That is also the name of the Facebook page. But we're talking to you on the YouTube channel. So please hit the hearts, or the heart, I should say. And please copy the link and share it everywhere. Everywhere. All your platforms, all your social medias. And please tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, including this one. Hello, Beansy. Hello, DJ. Nice to see everybody. Hello, Jeff Bosey. Thanks for tuning in today. We are live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, where this weekend you can see Louis Katz. Louis Katz? I don't know if it matters.
It probably matters to him.
It probably matters to him. Yeah. I'll have to figure that out.
How's it written?
Louis. Could be either one. Louis or Louis.
I think it's Louis.
You think it's Louis?
Louis.
I know who he is. He looks like me, actually. He's got glasses. He's got the beard, and he's bald, but I just don't know if it's Louis or Louis. You could
That spelling is either one, isn't it?
I guess.
I think it is. Tim's here. We're going to get to him in a minute.
Sorry.
Don't forget, here at Governor's in Levittown on May 21st, John Ziegler headlining the big club, and he's filming a comedy special that day. And from what I understand, tickets are almost sold out. Don't miss John Ziegler. He's hilarious. Right?
Yeah, that's going to sell out.
Oh, yeah. The Giggle Room this weekend, the Rocco and Travis roast battle, which I believe you're in.
I am in that.
Nice. Don't forget, that's Friday. Tomorrow.
Yeah, still.
Tom Kelly is here Saturday. Terry McNeely and Chris Cassandro, May 6th. Joe Pontillo and Brian McGinnis, May 21st. The Brokerage this weekend, Monroe Martin. And McGuire's this weekend has some great shows as well. McGuire's in Bohemia, the Brokerage in Belmore. All sorts of great stuff happening. Go to govs.com to check out their full schedule and to make your reservations. Quickly, where's my camera angles? There we are. Don't forget, if you'd like to start your own podcast and you'd like a professional studio with cameras and microphones and lights and monitors and phones and Zoom and all sorts of good stuff, comfortable chairs and couches and a nice yellow rug, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We can hook you up. Whether you want to do a podcast, you need to record some video, some audio, you want to do your own podcast on our platform or your own, we'll hook you up. So get in touch with us on our Facebook page, which is Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, and we'll get you going. And I think that is all the announcements I have today. Yes, it is. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Thompson is here. Hi, Tim Thompson.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
I'm dandy. Nice to see you, pal.
Yeah, good to see you.
Your first time, I believe, on Knockem Dead.
Knockem Dead, yes.
Nice. Which I'm kind of surprised about because I feel like I know you because through Sallie, there's, you're like on everything he does, and he talks about you all the time.
That's a little disconcerting, but all good stuff. I
Well,
hope.
I mean, he's gotten prettier since he's lost weight.
Oh my God, he's a beaut, right?
He's a beaut.
He is thick. I tell you right now, he looks good.
And we were just talking about that before we went on air. I'm not as scared of him as I used to be because he's so skinny now. He had like this big mean. Now he's just a tall guy.
That's it. I don't know. He's felt. I always get a little nervous when people change that rapidly. I think they're trying to run away or hide or something.
Well, that's just drugs.
Is that just drugs?
Isn't it?
No, I don't know. Like people, when they go to South America, they change their face or something to get away from things. I just feel.
Yeah, but his face looks the same. It's just skinnier.
Yeah, that's different then.
Right.
Skinnier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's inner turmoil when people change that. But he did it for his health. He did it to, feel better, and I love it. Good for him.
He's full of turmoil anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nonstop. It's a Tim thing, I think.
It is a Tim thing.
Yeah.
Well, and that actually leads me to my...
Hold on.
I'm not taking that. We don't take private calls because they're usually people who bother us.
Wait, is this a call-in show?
People can call in.
Oh,
the
my
phone
God.
number's there, 516, or it's actually right here. Right here. 516-465-3990. If you'd like to say hi to Tim. Unless you don't want to talk to anybody.
No, I don't know.
The phone lines are open, but if it says private name, I'm not answering it.
There you go.
So I've seen you. I've seen you perform. I think your comedy is hysterical.
Thank you.
I've seen, speaking of Tim Saliani, I've seen your videos on Shut Up Stupid.
Yeah.
And I just have one question.
Uh-oh.
What drugs are you on?
Oh, my God. I am on vitamin D, Flintstones.
Nice.
I like to bump a Dino every morning. I get up and go. Because everyone's like, hey, maybe you should do Betty's. Like there are no Betty's. The head shape is weird, so they couldn't make those.
And that's just, that's just, everybody does the Betty's.
Right?
Like the bumping a Dino. Now that's a real man.
Right?
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Bumping a Dino?
Bump a Dino. Yeah,
Bump a Dino.
That sounds like in a bad movie, like a bad mobster
It sounds
movie.
like something they would say with the Rat Pack. Hey, you bumping
Vinny
Dino.
bump a Dino over here. You make some funny stuff, but it's very original because it's stuff that. No, but I mean that in a good way.
Original usually means I don't get this.
No. Original as in most people won't come up with it. But again, that's a good thing because that's what makes you stand out. I mean, honest to God, I mean that in a complimentary way because it's funny.
I try to be different, and Because a lot of people try to be safe and do the same thing over because that's what people like. Like, hey,
Right.
let's keep doing the same thing over. I'm like, and I'm willing not to get any work. Like, but
This not getting any work. What do you do other than the comedy? Anything?
Well, I am hired a lot to protect abandoned Toys R Us's. So what I do is
Nice.
they pay you like $150 or so a week, and and whatever you find in there. There's a lot of you'll find some dolls that still have some substance you could eat. Like there's still meat on like the bones of an abandoned Elmo doll. Or something.
Nice.
So I camp out there, and what do you got? If that's the Toys R Us people, tell them.
It's not. I hung up again. If it's private, if I don't see your name on it, I'm hanging up.
Oh God.
Adam Snare, morning effers, morning Mr. Thompson. He says.
Hey, Adam, how are you? Where is he? He's in Florida.
He's in Florida, coming up in September.
Oh, good. All right, we know his schedule. He's one of the people that gave up. All the people that moved down to the south.
Yeah, I those people bother me.
Right? Why do they bother you?
Because stay and fight with the ship.
Right? Be there, play your fiddle as the rich people keep.
I love it. I love it here.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few that love it here.
What is it about? And you're just saying the Northeast or just New York?
No, Long Island.
Long Island.
I know it's expensive. I know the roads are bad. I don't care.
I know. I love you, the way you're saying you love it, but you're just mentioning things you don't like.
Well,
you haven't said one thing that you actually like.
I love the people. I love the comedy clubs. I love especially during the summertime. 10 minutes, you can find any beach, and you can go to any park and find a comedy show or a band. I love the people. I have a great time here.
Do you love the people?
I do.
Yeah. Do you feel the same way when you're driving?
I didn't always.
Yeah.
But now
you love the people when you're sitting here, just one-on-one or just, performing.
I'm one of those people that if I have to go somewhere, I'm one of those people that show up like an hour early just because because Long Island is so congested. If I'm going out of state, I leave at like 4 or 5 in the morning because the traffic isn't as bad, and I don't care. I have to get up early, and I'm dragging. And then I get to where I'm going even earlier than planned. So what? Then I'll get a bite to eat, or I just sit in the car. I love it here. Yes, the traffic sucks, but there's ball games all over the place. There's gorgeous women all over the place on this island. I mean, I don't like the stereotypical. Like whenever they portray like the Buttafuoco's in movies, everybody talks like this. And there are people like that on the island, and I don't like those people.
Okay.
But there are plenty of people like yourself that I
because you can relate with me. Hey, I like this guy. He's got a good haircut, salt and pepper face.
Well, let's get back to that. But I want to get back to the Long Island thing. But that was actually one of the questions I had for you.
What's that?
We'll take a look here.
What?
Are you trying to look like me? What's going on here?
Oh, that's me and my dog. We was like, hey, let's go salt and pepper at the same time. So I just thought it was like, oh, you know how they say like sometimes your dog looks like you.
It's true.
I've had multiple beards throughout my life. I kind of measure like it's kind of like when they find different levels in a glacier as it melts. Like you can see, or the rings of a tree. I remember there was a time I was saving the beards. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there it is.
I saved the beards. I keep it in a bag after I shaved it off.
Oh.
And yes, but I think the first beard I have, I was 22. I broke my leg. I was stuck in a wheelchair.
Oh, wow.
So I couldn't even get up and shave. So I grew the first one, and wheeling around and I had a hoodie and glass. I looked like the Unabomber. So that was nice.
Oh,
like I look famous. But
well, and you still, you got the hoodie, so you're still trying to get that look. Yeah.
Well, I just think a hoodie is the most practical piece of clothing. You could, if it rains, you put it up, or you don't want to be seen. I used to ride my bike as a little dirt bag. It had a ferret in it. I would keep my ferret in the hoodie as I rode my bike around.
You kept a ferret in your hoodie?
Yeah.
What?
Why? Where do you keep your ferret, you fancy boy? You got a Bjorn in front of your chest so you can tickle your beautiful beard?
Yes.
No, I keep it in the back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you don't like Long Island? You're trying to get out of here too?
No. I do. I like New York in general. I like the Northeast. I think it's
Just
people.
northeastern United States.
Yeah, northeastern United States. I mean, we hate each. I found like sometimes people don't know when you leave this region, like, oh, you're from Boston or Philly, you know, like because it's easier for us to see the differences in the accents and people.
Yeah.
But it seems we all blend together when we leave, so we kind of, unite through that. But I like it up here. Except, you know what? Except it's kind of weird that we live on this island, but I think everyone has their own escape route in their minds. Like, hey, we love it here, but we always have something set in our mind, like how the hell are we going to get off when the shit hits the fan?
Right. Like we're going to sink or something.
I mean, what's yours? I mean, well, we are. We're a sandbar that was like crapped out by a glacier.
Pretty much.
I mean, so what's your escape plan?
I actually don't have one.
Oh no.
I have, because the way I see it, I'm getting rid of the phone number.
Oh no. Is
right.
it the same person over there?
Yes.
Oh.
But we're talking, and I don't want to interrupt you.
All right.
So, I don't have an escape route because my feeling is everybody's going to try. I mean, there's only so many ways to get out, and it's crowded now. So imagine if there's an emergency and everybody's trying to get out.
Yeah.
So I just figured, you know what? I'm just going to go down with the island because what am I going to do? Spend my last hour in traffic and trying to get out and trying to beat other people up as I try to get out?
All right, so you live Long Island so much you would rather stay here and die than deal with the
I just don't think I'd be able to get out because everybody be trying to get out.
Yeah.
It's like running from a monster. I can't do that. I can't run. So I'm like, you know what? You guys run. And
you don't know like a secret airstrip somewhere they could get out? Because I know one.
You know of a secret airstrip?
Well, I mean, it's not a well-known airstrip, but there's a bunch of them on this island. There are tons of...
What secret airstrips?
Well,
really?
Yeah.
Who do you know?
No, I don't know.
Are you a spy?
No, I just came across it one day driving around. I used to drive around and just scream at the
world.
Yeah, because I couldn't scream at home or anywhere. So you just drive around and you just be in your car like.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you have to let it out.
Sure.
And then I came across an aerodome.
You came across an aerodome as you were screaming in frustration.
Yeah. I think people know. I said aerodome. How many aerodomes are on the island?
How did you? So you were just driving.
It wasn't that far from where I live.
It wasn't that far.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Right now, I live on North Shore of Suffolk.
Oh, okay. And you didn't want to say a town because people are looking for you?
No, I don't like to be that specific.
Oh, okay. I didn't ask for your address.
Yeah, I know. So I said,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So not far from your house, you found an aerodome.
Yeah. Oh, this was on the South Shore. I found it.
Oh,
I was living there.
I live on the South Shore.
Oh, cool.
So that's
where
good.
do you live?
I'm in Massapequa.
Look at this guy, how brave he is.
Down by All American.
Oh, right.
You ever eat there?
The burger joint?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Everybody's leaving. I'm just going All American. I'm going to sit back. There's going to be some burgers left over. As people, I'll fire them up and I'll sit back. And as my fate lies upon me, I will just be enjoying some good burgers. It's a good way to go.
As the infected chimps run across the land and they're ripping people apart, it's like, well, here we go.
They're running right past me as they're trying to get off and escape.
All the robots have risen up and they're just ready to...
I'll be, as the robots, if the monsters start eating me up, I'll be the most popular dish because I'll taste like All-American burgers.
Nice.
It's a good way to go.
It's good, yeah.
I think it's a good way to go.
I remember the first time I saw him there. That was born on 4th of July, right?
It was.
Yeah, and that was, I think, before I moved to Long Island. Then I came out here, and then I'm like, hey, that's from the movie with the thing. I grew up in Brooklyn. I moved out here when I was like 13. So.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Because most people are moving out.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was different when everyone was still doing the Eastern migration out of, like, the boroughs.
Right. Chris Thomas, good point. She wants to know, can we circle back to keeping your beard in a bag?
What's that? Well, where do you just keep it loose? That's disgusting.
So you'd shave into the bag and then dump it, or you saved it?
Yeah, no, I would dump it in a Ziploc bag and like.
And then what?
I put a date on it, and then you put it in your storage.
Oh, like when people saved like their baby's hair, like their first baby's haircut. So this was like my first full beard shave.
I I'd probably start. My mom, she's single mom, one kid.
Yeah.
So they would have a museum to you. So I guess I just continued it for, just
My
in
mother
case.
does that. She has a museum.
Yeah, what does she keep?
But it's all my brother. It has nothing to do with me.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How many siblings you got?
Just one brother.
Just one? He's older?
Yes.
He's the
golden
nice
child? Yeah, he's the nice one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So do you have several bags of beard?
No, I only did it for a couple. Sometimes, you just got to shave as fast as possible. You don't have time to preserve it.
Right.
When you say it out loud to another human being, things sound, now all the stares from various significant others make sense, But,
Explains why your mom didn't have any more.
Yeah, that's true. I was, one and done. I mean, you just,
I can't handle. I have two, and then Sallie has two, and so between us we have four, and I can't.
Whoa,
handle
slow
them.
down. Hold on. Let me get a calculator here with you. Crazy math. You have two. Wait, you have two, and
Two.
Sallie
has two. 4. Yep. You're impressed?
That's amazing.
Yep.
Do you ever make them fight each other? I don't know how children ownership works.
No, I'm not about the fights. I'm about the child labor.
Child labor. All right.
I mean, that's why we have
wallets and.
Actually, yes. One of them has. I don't have it on me now, but one of them did make me a wallet once.
Really? You got them like that leather craft? I remember those leather crafting kits you would see in the
Duct
back
tape.
of people's clothes. Duct tape.
Here's a few different rolls of duct tape. Have a good time.
Yeah. Is it a good wallet?
Yeah. Actually, I still have it. I'm not using it currently, but I do have, I think, 2 in my possession that he made.
Does it protect your cards from being stolen, but electronically? Does it have that in it? I forget what that thing is called.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, one of them mows the lawn. One of them vacuums. Yeah, that's why we have them. I highly recommend it.
Let me ask you: have you seen this show? It's a Japanese reality show that's on Netflix. It's been on for a few weeks. Called Old Enough.
What's it called?
Old Enough.
Oh, Old Enough. No.
So it's these people. They follow these children, little children, and they send them out to do their first errand.
Oh.
So the cameras are hidden, and they're following these kids. It was a 2-year-old child.
2 years old
to go a 2-kilometer round trip.
Okay.
To the supermarket to pick up items and bring it back.
2 years old?
2 years old, and they have 4-year-olds. All these kids, really little kids, going out doing this. Like he had a flag, so when he crossed the street, people would stop. Tell you a little thing. And he had to buy a bouquet of flowers, and he dragged the thing's as tall as him, the bouquet, and he's dragging it on the way back. But he got every item. He got the change. He did everything. He got back.
How does a 2-year-old know the items? How money? What?
Well, the thing that the people, the checkout people did help with the money. Like he showed the money and they gave him change, and he put his little purse. He had his bag, but he did better than I can do going to the supermarket. It was amazing. But I only watched a few of them. But I was just wondering, would you let your kid do this? I don't even think you can do this.
No, oh yeah, that's true. You probably can't. I was not to get
not just legal, it's legal because we're at least on Long Island. We're not set up for pedestrians or anything. It's all cars.
Yeah, that boggles my mind. That actually, not to get serious, but with this Brooklyn shooting the other day.
Oh, yeah.
When I was watching the live coverage, and I was watching, there was that one, I think it was the first cell phone video from the scene that came out where the train stops and everybody's running out of the train. You see all the smoke. I was shocked because then they started talking about the schools that were nearby. 2 schools were on lockdown, and they're showing all the parents going to the school because a lot of kids are still unaccounted for. And then you watch the video and you see all these kids with backpacks running. Growing up on Long Island, I've never lived anywhere else. It really surprised me to realize, holy shit, a lot of kids take the subways to school.
Yeah.
That's a completely different world from what I grew up in. So that surprised me. So yeah, to have 2-year-olds going grocery shopping and kids going and then I was talking to some friends last night about it, and they said, yeah, even elementary school kids take the subway and public buses to school. I was like, that's insane to me.
I did take the subway a few times as a kid by myself.
But you moved here when you were 13, so you're a little older.
Yeah. Oh, no, when I was even younger than that. I mean, when I would take the subway.
That's right. I'm thinking, right, growing up in Brooklyn. Right,
so
okay, sorry.
I mean, there were lessons, the same way you look both ways when you cross the street. I'm if you get off at the wrong stop, make sure you get off and go around, or things like even when you were going into the city with your parents, your teacher, if we get separated, get off at the next stop, wait there, and if anyone goes near you, just start screaming, saying I'm diseased, just make sure they don't.
That's a good idea.
Things like that. But that's
yeah, I was just surprised about that. And yeah, so I'll have to check out this show.
it's like well, I guess
Is it supposed to be comedic? Like, did something happen to the 2-year-old?
no, they laugh and there's a commentator. It seems to be some type of popular show. Like there's just voiceover. Some
Like a sportscast.
yeah, like oh he's confused, and then you hear a studio audience laughing. I don't know if they had that or anything, but it's I mean wow, those kids. I don't think I could even like put pants on at that age.
Right,
Like,
I could barely speak.
Yeah, and
So, a studio audience laugh. Oh, look at him. He's lost. Oh, look at him. There's a man in a white van pulling up next to him.
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, I guess there are people around. They have hidden like.
Well,
there are
true,
So
but-
be careful. But I think it's amazing. Like you wouldn't like as soon as someone would see a kid walking, the first thing you call the cops and everything.
Right.
Like there's going to be yellow police tape around the kid, and he's going to have a blanket on him immediately.
Yep.
As a child, I'm like, no, I'm just going to. But I mean, I used to hear stories of people saying, "Oh, it's nothing." I get a note from my mom. I go down and get a pack of cigarettes from the corner, and come back, and like so.
Well, I used to do that. I used to go get my mom's liquor, but I wasn't 2. I'm kidding. I didn't get my mom's.
Oh, okay.
But
It was
I mean,
at
but
least 3.5.
Right. But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember growing up. We'd walk down to the local deli, but I mean, maybe I was 7, probably at the youngest.
Yeah, I would have to walk a block or two. This kid walked a 2-kilometer round trip.
That's
Like
crazy.
that
to me.
is, how much is a kilometer? Like 3/3 or 2/3?
It's
No,
10 degrees.
10 degrees of separation from the.
Exactly. Jeff Bosey,
3/4.
James Thompson, not Thompson, Thompson.
Oh.
Good morning, you handsome pack of degenerates. Happy Thursday.
Aw.
Andy Plagano says, Tim, what's up?
Hey, Andy. How are you? Good morning.
He says, as kids, we had to come up with an escape route in school when they fired up the Shoreham nuclear power plant.
Oh, shoot.
See, now that's a great thing about Long Island too, right? Where else can you go to
We have
school
an
right next to a power
entombed
plant?
Power plant that's still there, right?
It's still there.
It's
It's
just-
shut down, but it's
But it still has the material.
yes.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, if anything happened, we'd all be dead. Adam Snare says, "F the ship, Tony." Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh.
Tony's never hobbled off the island. No, I never have.
Wait, you've never left Long Island?
I've never lived anywhere.
Oh, never lived
Well, of course,
anywhere,
I've
yeah.
left. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to many states. I've been to England. But,
Oh, okay.
But I do. I love it. I do love it here. You know what it is too? I think it's a sentimental thing because I've gotten to meet so many great people. I don't know, and I'm not knocking North Carolina, but North Carolina, but that's where everybody seems to be going. I did almost move when I was in my early 20s. I almost moved to Ohio.
Okay. Why? What was going wrong?
Well, there was a thing, with another thing and a guy, and
Some unpleasantness.
No, it was for a girl.
One
actually.
little fight.
It was if you're not wanted, you're going for a girl. That's
Okay.
what all of us saps do.
Where in Ohio?
Warren, Ohio.
Dayton?
Warren, just a little north of Route 80.
Oh, just north of Road.
I'm trying to think. It's Cleveland, I believe, is south, if I'm not mistaken.
I heard that rocks.
It was near. It was right next to Youngstown, which some people know that town.
Youngstown,
Youngstown,
yeah.
yeah.
It died. It's a rusted down steel mill.
Bruce Springsteen.
That's right.
Yep. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the song.
Yes. All right, good. I didn't want you to think I was just yelling out random things.
Yes,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
yes. Bruce Springsteen has a song called Youngstown.
Yeah, that
yes.
which competes with Billy Joel's Allentown. Like, wait, which is worse, Allentown, Pennsylvania, or Youngstown, Ohio? Let's just two people from.
That's my point right there. Both towns, they're interchangeable. They're the same thing. And that's exactly why I didn't go. I was like, I spent a few weeks. I'm like, man, I'm bored out of my mind. I can't do this. The only cool thing for a 20-something-year-old was, legal fireworks.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I'm not doing this. And then
Came back to Long Island with 2 tons of fireworks. Got a job with Grucci. Like, hey.
look at me. I know how to light these.
Oh, shit, run. I thought I knew.
Bosey says Massapequa is south of Hicksville. Yes, it is. That's where I'm originally from, Hicksville.
Oh, Hicksville, okay.
James Thompson, saving your beards and bags. That's like serial killer level creepy.
Oh, my God.
What else do you store? Farts in jars?
Jars? No. It's stupid when you have Tupperware. Like the burp seals the fart in.
Oh, can I tell you?
No.
You'll appreciate this. Today's Thursday, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We were going to bed. Not we, Sallie and me. We were going to bed, and I farted like I never farted before.
Oh my God!
It sounded
from your nose.
No.
Oh.
You ever stand in a gym and you throw like a basketball or something, and nobody goes to get it, so it just bounces.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. It went. And I looked at her as it's happening, and she's looking at me, and we start laughing our asses off while it's even still happening.
Wow, are you sure your cavernous ass doesn't have an echo? Maybe that's... It's your colon saying, hello! Hello!
True story.
Help! Help!
It was Jeff Bosey. Get me out of here! Out of here! Out of here! But Janos, my wife made fun of me for watching that show. Oh, talking about your...
old enough? Yeah?
Old enough.
Made fun of you. I think it's fast. I mean, unless you were watching it for 10 hours straight, then I'm going to make fun of you. Or, try to get you on a list. But...
did you enjoy it?
I enjoy it? No. I mean, I was more like in awe. I'm like, ah. All right, there was one kid. All right. The family are collecting. They're doing the oranges. They're picking the oranges in the orchard,
okay.
And they send him back with like go make us juice. You need to make juice for me and your grandparents, or you bring shame to our family, and then we'll have to kill ourselves. And like, oh shoot, okay. The kid was really a regular kid. She's dragging him everywhere. He doesn't want to do anything, so he went back to the house. He sets up the juicer to make it. Then he starts playing with a truck. He starts chasing a dog with a net. Like, all right, this seems more like a great. It must be
That's
3
like
or
a Little
4.
Rascals episode or something.
It made more sense. He's in a field. It seems like it's close to the property. Maybe
right.
But I mean, he started doing kid things, and they call him on the phone. He's like, "Why? Yeah, I made it. I made it." And he went back out again.
Yeah, see, that sounds funny and cute and stuff. Yeah, I would enjoy that.
That one, but the other ones who were just so perfect. Like, how is this possible? But what do they do? Like, when do you start training a child? I didn't even know you name it that early. I thought you give it a name around 3 or 4.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Thank you for that segue, Tim Thompson.
Oh, we did it.
That's one of the things I brought with me today. One of my news items.
What?
Where is it? Okay. In this day and age, people are quitting their jobs, getting new jobs, losing jobs, trying to figure out better ways of making money. People now have jobs as professional people pushers, where they push them.
Hey.
Yeah. Professional stand-in liners.
Okay.
Professional sleepers. And now a businesswoman in New York is making waves by helping couples pick the perfect name for their child. Professional baby namer Taylor A. Humphrey is her name. Charges $1,500 at least for picking up a moniker for a baby. She's 33 years old. She helped name more than 100 babies in 2020, raking in $150,000 for the year that year, according to the New York Post. She also has a website. What's in a Baby Name is the name of the website. Oh, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to try and get her on the show.
You should. Why am I here? When Humphrey should be here.
If you look at most popular baby names, it's such a telltale sign of our cultural values and our aspirations, she said. Her services range from a phone call to a genealogical investigation with the aim of finding out old family names. There is also the $10,000 option, which involves selecting a name that's in line with the business of the parents.
What?
Some couples have hired her to provide guidance and support to pregnant women during labor, because she's also a Reiki practitioner. Okay. She also helps.
We used to do this for free at Ellis Island, and now
she often helps anxious mothers who are either trying to change the names of the children or run out of names after having their 3rd or 4th child. I think there are more than 3 or 4 names in the world.
You have 3 or 4 children already, and you're wasting money on this naming broad,
Yeah,
who has a horrible
true.
name.
Right.
You know, like, what was her name? Taylor Humphreys?
Taylor Humphreys, I believe.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, Taylor A. Humphrey.
No. Or you could call me Hump. Now let's name your kids. I'm like, no.
She actually, there's this one couple who had their first kiss in a town called Parker.
Ah.
So she said, so these people end up paying her thousands of dollars for coming up with the name Parks. So they named their baby Parks because
she panicked at that point. She's looking around. She's at the park. Like, Parks. That's it. Yeah.
But she got paid.
Well, you got to pay her no matter what. And now you have the name. Like, what? This name is crap.
Name your child Anal. Give me $10,000.
Yeah, the reason why you're here, because I couldn't get...
Name your child Swallow, because that's what you didn't do.
Yeah, Swallow.
But thank you for that segue as far as...
Oh, that's what I meant to do. I don't know.
You're a true professional right there.
I would give my kid like a military rank name, you know. I mean,
Sergeant?
you gotta respect General Thompson.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Right? Or Admiral Thompson.
Nice.
You know,
President Thompson.
Yeah. Well, let's not go that far.
Oh, all right. King
Thompson. No, they're probably named. That's Rex, isn't it? That's Rex.
What?
Rex means king.
Rex means king? Oh, I didn't know
Rex. Yeah, like Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
King. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's Latin.
Oh, were you just yelling at me? What was that?
It was just me speaking up in Latin.
Oh, so that you have to say Latin that way?
Do you
Latin.
You know Latin is a Latin word? I don't know if you knew that.
That was good. Yeah. I didn't see that coming. Bosie says his son watches it. It's a weird show.
Yeah, right.
It was weird with the episode where the kid went on letting the apple roll down the hill like 8 times.
Oh, spoilers. I haven't got up to that.
Damn it, Bosie.
8 times, that child.
Plajanos too. With a name like hers, who would trust her? It's like bald bar. Oh, sorry, guys, he says. No. I'm Taylor, and I'd like to tailor your baby's name, says Plajanos. Oh, my goodness.
The name will be tailored to you.
Oh, goodness.
A lot of people get named after areas of New York City, you know, like people like Hudson and Brooklyn and everything.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait for a kid named New Dorp. You know, that area of Staten Island?
Yep.
It's hot. New Dorp. Hi, I'm New Dorp O'Malley. Yes, you can punch me.
Bosie, I think my next kid, I'm going to call them Febreze because I think it's a sweet-smelling name.
That's my cologne.
It's good. It works.
Yeah.
Ladies love it. Oh, you know what? I got more photos.
What?
I got more photos of you.
I know what I look like.
And speaking of Bosie, so by the
look, that was a boating trip.
Well,
we were fishing.
By the look of Bosie's face, though, it looks like he's like entering Keegan. Poor Mary looks scared.
Well, yeah, she immediately regretted getting on that boat.
I believe it.
She's like, "What's the number for the Coast Guard?
How far can I swim?"
Yeah.
And you look like you're just trying to ignore what's going on with Bosie and Keegan.
Well, that's what I do in most of my life. Ignore the problems. Like, yeah, that pain will go away, and I'll stop,
right,
shooting blood out of that. So
how many people was Bosie trying to rape that day?
Oh, well, however many were on the boat. I don't know. He was trying to,
Oh, I'm
sexually,
sure he was. Absolutely,
but emotionally, he was raping everyone. He doesn't know what to do when he doesn't have a fedora on. He gets very confused. It's kind of a duel.
It definitely threw him off. He grew a beard for a while.
Yeah,
and he looked manly, but then he shaved the beard. Oh, you know what? I'll ask you, and this is actually a serious question.
Okay,
because you have a beard.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. No, Bosie, because I liked the beard on him, yep. and when I asked him why he shaved it, it's because, was it Bobby Collins? Jeff, help me out. Either Bobby Collins said it to somebody or somebody said it to Bobby Collins, where a beard, if you're on stage doing stand-up, the beard takes away from your facial expressions as you're trying to tell a joke, so it takes away from the punchline, so Jeff decided to shave the beard. Do you...
Well,
have you heard that before? Do you shave for a gig? Like, does it matter?
I shave. I'm probably going to shave soon anyway. I kind of, winterize.
Because you have new bags?
I winterize my face. Well, of course, yes. I thank God I got plenty of freezer space, so I got to make do with that. But I kind of did the beard for winter. You know,
Mhm.
I mean,
It's
of
a
course,
winter
I
thing.
think we did a lot of. Everyone had a quarantine beard.
Yeah,
or something.
absolutely they did. Yes.
Everyone went a little wacky. I definitely tried different facial styles out.
tried
I don't,
the curly?
Do you do that when you shave a beard? Have you ever been clean skin?
Let's see. I shaved once when I was 6, and then maybe again about when I was like 20.
Oh man, so you're missing out. Like when you could do the stages, like, oh, let me see what a handlebar. Let me
I've
see
done
a
that.
mutton chop.
Well, for headshots, I actually did that.
You did
went
mutton
down
chops?
to the goatee, down to the mustache, and then clean shaven. And I was like, oh my god! And then I grew it back that afternoon.
I think I started growing this one actually when Norm died.
No.
So I was.
This is like a tribute.
It wasn't a tribute. It was just I stopped shaving for a bit. I was
You just gave up on life because Norm was gone.
Yeah, no, I didn't give up. I let it grow in. I'm like, it's not so bad. Now, looking at it, it keeps every time I grow it, it just keeps getting whiter and whiter.
I hear you.
That's a joke I try to do. Like it's my beard is kind of like a bad dance party. Too many whites. You just didn't see that coming. Now I'm worried like a bubble tea store is going to open up on my, or it's just ingrown hair. Who knows?
All right, I'll show you another picture. So this picture here, it looks like it was a comedy night. There's a bunch of comedians.
Oh yeah, how do you know?
But this kind of looks like you just stopped in to photobomb. It seems like nobody knows you're there, and then Roach is either like, I'm going to kill you for photobombing, or you said something insulting him, or maybe you farted. Roach looks like he's going to kill you in this photo. So I want to know why.
All right, let's see here. Maybe I said something. No, I was on that show. I like to be in the background of photos. It's kind of like I want some archaeologist or anthropologist in the future going through all these photos. Like, he's in the background of all these photos.
If anybody knows this mysterious man.
Roach, I think there was a picture after this. I don't know who took it. And then he bites my head. So, I think at this point, Roach was famished. You can see his blood sugar is low. He's looking at my head, and it's turning like Warner Brothers style into maybe a roasted butterball, turkey, or like
sometimes just a hot dog.
Just a hot dog. Sometimes my head does look like a hot dog, and he was hungry and was just going like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Like,
Bosie says it was Bobby Collins talking to Eric Tartaglione. Thank you, Jeff.
That the beard takes away.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
I think it depends on the beard. Like, I don't think we have very prominent beards. Like,
it's
we're
not
like
terribly
big, bushy,
thick,
yeah,
right?
Like Duck Dynasty or I haven't. You know what? I have not seen a comic yet with a really bushy beard. I have not.
Like a Neil Rubenstein.
Neil. Oh, yeah. All right, that's right. Yeah. And he's.
But he shaves a lot too.
He does.
He's very insecure, and he just sometimes he shaves, he grows a beard. A week later, he shaves it again. Yeah, it's very confusing.
I think you can be expressive with it, but I also think,
so.
It can be distracting. But if people know you, they're gonna. It might even be distracting to shave off your beard. Like, what the hell?
Yes.
I remember when Al Borland shaved his beard off. Probably for the Family Feud or something. At one point, I'm like, it looks weird.
I did. I've had the beard for most of my adult life, but in 2010 I shaved it, and I had plenty of people like, and they would tell me flat out, "You got to grow it back."
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Well, that's like I have two groups of friends. Like the ones that like I couldn't imagine you with hair, and then the ones who remember me with hair, like I still can't get over this. So like you two guys, you'll have to get together.
Eric Tartaglione is actually going to be in here next Friday, a week from tomorrow. He'll be in here, and I'm going to ask him about it. And I've seen him with. I mean, he's one of like you shave here. I do too. We shave the cheeks.
Yeah, just very lightly.
Eric doesn't. He his mustache and beard is like really like kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever see like when Keanu Reeves grows a beard, it's blotchy.
Yes.
And like there's like just sections like why do you do that?
Yep.
That distracts me. I'm sorry. Like he looks like a mangy dog.
It's artsy.
Is it artsy?
I don't know.
Does it look like diseased?
Yes, that's a better word for
it.
Don Silla's watching. I farted like I never farted before. OMG. Through your nose. Best line of the day. Great show, dudes. Watching on delay, by the way. Thanks, Don. Don is awesome. You know Don?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Don's great.
I mean, I came in here and did the show with you guys.
That's right. The other about a month ago that was. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Don is fantastic. Hope you enjoyed Donversations last night. That was on last night.
Ooh.
And then Live from the Green Room. No, we're not doing it this week, but we'll be back next week.
All right.
Yeah, in case anybody's wondering.
We got Easter. You doing anything for Easter? Is that?
It's Easter, but it's also my mother's birthday this weekend as well.
All right.
It's actually on Saturday, and I don't think we're doing anything, but we already scheduled to not do the show, so we just kept it that way.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I will end up. I don't know. It's her birthday. I should do something.
Yeah, kind of. It's your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't notice. My brother will go, and she'll. That's all. She's happy.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That's my gift. I send my brother over. And I'm sure I probably have gotten a text already yelling at me from saying all that.
Yeah, I always wonder how that to have to being an only child. Like, how do you split the love? Like, your mother's like looking at.
Well, when you say love,
kid, right?
when you say love, you mean the money.
Oh, money, yeah.
How do you split the money?
No. Well, that's not an issue with me. She has no money, so.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has like a handful of things in her apartment that I'll grab. I mean, she's really old, so it's coming soon.
Oh,
so I've already mentally prepared what I'm going to grab.
How did you prepare for that? Like,
I just prepare what in my head what I'm going to grab out of her apartment before my brother gets there.
But did you sit down to have the talk with her? Like, it's the kind of like when you were a kid, your parents sit you down to talk about how life starts.
Yeah.
And then when you get old, you have to sit your parents down and talk about how life ends. Like, did you have to do that talk? Like, hey, what do you want done with you? We'll throw you out of the Bell Park?
Yeah, I'm not really that concerned about it. So I don't.
No, you're not concerned about what to do with the body?
No, I might just leave it there. I
just leave it there. Is that legal? Isn't it, you
well,
get
it's
fined?
not. It's not my responsibility, is it?
Or is this your brother's responsibility? Or
well, is it either one of our responsibilities?
Well,
like we're not the coroner's office. We're not. Somebody call 911 and get the body.
Yeah, but I mean, after you gonna do the whole? You put it in a box in the ground, or you burn it?
Oh, so you're saying somebody's got to claim this thing?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't had my mother. She's getting up there, and God bless her. She recently had a health issue.
Oh,
so
she's
now,
all right.
Yeah, she's on the mends. But now, like, all right, it's time. Like, you're in your 80s. I think we should talk. She's like, oh, I don't. We got it.
Yeah, you can't be in denial.
Yeah, because I always thought she wanted to be cremated. She's like, no, I want to be buried. Like, whoa, good thing we had this talk. I thought, man, now I got to find property.
Right, got to find property and then you got to get the casket and all this.
And you got to write her final, Facebook post on her grave. Like that thing. That's permanent. That is like a permanent tweet on her grave, and you got to get it right. Like, what am I going to say about this lady? I'm going to say loving mother, devoted daughter, can bench press 300 pounds.
What is her?
My mom could fuck up your mom. And that's going to be the last thing on Granite, until it's moved for a new Amazon fulfillment facility, like for robots to have sex in 20 years.
So I'm looking to see what her final Facebook post is, and I don't. All right, I had to go back to October to find her last Facebook post.
Do you think that's what people's tombstone should be now, like their final final post?
In this case, it should be because and here it is to prove it. It's just, I don't know why, but she just wrote my name on it.
She wrote Tony Walker.
That's all it says, and you're a witness to this. It just says Tony Walker.
I meant to write Rosebud. I didn't autocorrect.
So that's fine with me. So her last Facebook post will be on her tombstone. It'll be my name.
Her post is like, this chili didn't taste right.
I hope mine will be, I farted like I never farted before.
First person ever died of colon cancer in 3 minutes. Just appeared, blew you out.
She actually has talked to me about it. She did say she doesn't want like a big drawn out wake. She just wants one session.
Yeah.
And then done. And then I do believe she wants to be buried.
She only wants one funeral? What a weirdo. What do you mean?
One session. Just one.
A wake?
Yeah, because sometimes it's like 4 sessions, split over 2 days, that kind of thing. She just wants one. Then, bury her and be done. Yeah, that's what she told me. But my brother's a lot more, like, my brother's a musician, and he likes to write songs for every occasion. So I guarantee he would want, like, like 5 days of wake, and he'll have a song to play for everybody, and I'll have to
like every occasion. Like,
yes.
Congratulations on your first period.
Yes.
It's
yes.
embarrassing. Get off my couch.
He wrote that. That's the subtitle, in the parentheses. Get off my couch. It's a great song.
So he'll write a song for your mother. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. He probably already did,
right.
And he's just saving it for when the day comes.
Oh, okay. No, that's smart.
Right. He's planning ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most of our Requiem, like, I'm going to put this in there back here.
Is this one of the weirdest hours of your life?
I wish I could say yes. I've had weird. I'm sitting in a Puerto Rican jungle, about to go over a zip line. Like, what am I doing? What is this?
A Puerto Rican jungle?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why were you there?
Oh.
Drugs?
No, to save a marriage. Why else would someone be in the jungles of Puerto Rico?
Well, that actually does make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking the zipline guy. Like, how many marriages have you seen? He's like, okay. I don't know what number that is. I always quit Sesame Street at Dose. I'm like, these puppets are making me feel funny. I need to sit with these feelings by myself. Is it just the felt, or is the evil of a talking puppet that turns you on? You talk a lot when you're an only child. Like no one.
You used to sit next to somebody to talk to.
Yeah. Until I had my beard person. Yeah. And by the way, when you lose your hair, you try to hold on to everything, no matter how creepy it is.
I have to say though, since shaving, because I'm bald, so I shave. But,
what?
Yes.
You hide it well.
And then growing I've had more people tell me I'm good looking now than when I had hair and was clean shaven.
Oh, wow.
Which, I'll take it.
All right.
I had bad hair.
Oh, no.
Did you have bad hair?
Only at the end, when it started peeing in the carpet and I had to put it down. No, you know what? I never tried that. Like, I put it down very early. As soon as it started causing problems, I always thought the comb over looked creepy.
Yeah,
I
never
reminded me
liked
of like the worst episodes of Hollywood Squares. It just looks creeped me out. I had a principal growing up, and he would have the comb over and that kind of Dr. Scarpese, and then, like, it creeped me out. So I shaved it pretty early. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't do the hold on. I mean, I did try the drugs. Of course, you're gonna try any type of medicine. And they're like, oh, this might cause erectile dysfunction. I'm like, what? That kind of defeats the purpose of saving the hair.
Yeah, true. Right.
Gift of the Magi kind of crap. I don't want to do that. So, yeah.
It works.
No, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
I do. I have had a bit about it, but you got a great shaped head. You get that from people. It looks good. You pull it off. You just like.
I actually have been told that.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah. Well,
thanks.
Well, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I love the way you're standing. You're doing great with your left and right. I know you had some trouble there. Turned out to be just alcoholism, but I'm glad you're. You were more fun when you couldn't walk. Just push you around and draw on you. Here you are.
Well, and speaking of death, do you have any
death?
Speaking of death, do you have any Godfrey stories? Were you affected at all by
I
his
felt
passing?
bad. I mean, I met him here.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, and seemed like a nice guy. I mean, I don't know if anyone really knew Godfrey.
He was a quiet guy, from what they say.
Quiet guy, just be in the bag, putting food in bags and leaving. He's a very frugal person.
Is that right? He would take the food.
Very
really?
open about that. Yeah, I mean, he used to talk that about on Stern and like.
Yeah, I just assumed it was all joking. I didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I was surprised. He has 2 young kids. I can't believe it. Like 14 and 12, and like.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like that made it even sadder.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I did hear he wasn't feeling well. The last, I think it was pre-pandemic. That someone told me they had, maybe Keegan even, like, help him on and off the stage. Like, you had to put your hand out if you were hosting or help. So
maybe
I feel
it was
bad.
Keegan. I remember hearing that too. Yeah.
But he was always always there. My God, that voice. You know, you always thought it would be there. I watched some cartoon recently. There was like an Adult Swim cartoon where he was the voice of God, and it's not an old. It was like from last year. I'm like, he's still working. Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
And his podcast. Did you ever listen to his podcast?
I did.
I'm like, yeah.
Not regularly, but I listened to some.
Oh no, the way he talks about Hollywood is great. I mean, the voice is grating, and he was probably one of the worst people ever on SNL. But
yes,
I feel he
didn't even last a whole season on SNL.
I don't think so either. That was the Dick Ebersol years, so no, it doesn't matter.
I was actually just reading an article about that, and then they showed a clip of one of the skits he was in where he's talking normal, which I had never heard that before.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Well, when he would talk to fans or be out, it was dialed back a bit.
Yes,
it was still
right, but he still had some kind of version of it.
No, he was always in character.
Yeah, right.
You got to watch out for those people that are always in character. They're sick. Continue.
Sallie said one day she saw him here, and she was in the hallway over here, going towards the club. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, over there.
I got
it. And they were coming towards each other. She said he was like, he was practically climbing the wall to like keep a distance, and she didn't know what to make of it. She thought it was so weird. That's the whole story.
No, he was very, by himself. He was, but I feel bad for the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I did not realize how young those kids were, because apparently he just got married not too long ago.
Oh,
2012, 20, and like
I had no idea.
His late 50s. So
yeah. Wow. And you're right. He is one of those people you just assume is always going to be there.
Always going to be. But they've been dropping like these, and some like you don't expect.
Right.
Norm and Saget and like it's just.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's part of the sadness, right? These guys they're 60s. They're not that old.
No.
It's weird to me.
Yeah.
Scary.
A little scary.
Yeah.
Why? I do get worried all the time now. I know, like Luke Perry died like a few years ago, and then like he's like over a decade older than me, but not too old. And I'm like, he has people around him. He has money to figure out what's wrong with you. I always think like, I can't go to a doctor. I can't afford that or anything. They can. They have people around them, and they're being watched and they die. Like I'm out in the field, eating things I find on the ground. Like I don't know if I can afford this. I think I should buy one of those Bitcoins. That Bill Devane keeps talking about. He'll send them to me.
That's
I
right.
think that's what it is, right?
Yes. Talk to Vinny D'Agostino about that.
Vinny D'Agostino. He'll send me my Bitcoins, and I could put them on the wall and show him Franklin Mint Bitcoins
as he's like pulling energy from his house to make all these Bitcoins.
Oh my God, he's farming at home.
Yeah.
You do the math. It costs oh my God, where did he get all that? Oh, never mind. Let's not talk about it. There's silicone shortage, and he has no, let's not talk. Hey, you saw that truck that got robbed? All that? No, let's not talk about that. No, kidding. Thank you.
Are you a baseball fan?
I am. Yeah, but I have not really followed game by game in a few years. But
okay.
But yeah, I'm always happy. You can't be happy, even if you're not a baseball fan, seeing that spring training starting and the game start and the season starts. Because it's spring, it's in the.
It's nice because all that the lockout and all that stuff, that seems to be forgotten immediately. As soon as the season started, everybody was happy again.
Yeah.
But this week,
short I mean, we didn't miss.
Yeah, we only missed a week, but they're making all those games up. So
yeah.
But this week, where is it here? This week we had the first major league first female first base coach in Major League history this week.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Why did it take so long?
Well, yes. It is. Yeah, it is one of those things you're like, what? Why didn't we do, like common sense? Like we should have done that a long time ago.
You know what the thing is? If no one said anything, I wouldn't even known. I didn't even know. Wait, there were no women? They're wearing masks and everything. Like, they really,
I think the furthest they came previously was just having female ball girls catching the fly balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, first female coach.
I always thought they should just have golden retrievers do that. I think it would be better, especially like tennis. Like the ball boys. We play just golden retrievers.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it'd be fun to see them catch. Because
you like
grab
dogs.
the ball. Go get the ball.
They'll be trying to catch it during the match.
Yeah, well, that's why someone's sitting next to it holding them. And, you get a blind man out there, and you're like, all right, go. It's only two birds.
But then the blind man won't know if the ball is loose or not. He'll just hear a bouncing ball.
well, then there'll be the man sitting next to him, the deaf man who taps him. And this is Coda 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, and we can mix it with the Air Bud franchise. This is money, people.
See that?
This is, Disney's losing money. That's it.
DJ D-Love is now mad at me for not taking his call. Sorry, pal.
Oh.
DJ, you call in all the time, so let Tim have his chance. This is his first time here.
I didn't say not to talk to DJ, so that's all on him.
Yeah, it's all on me. You totally blame me. I'll take the hit.
Cool.
So, mentioning Gilbert, have you had any experiences with other big comedians that we would all know? And did they give you any words of advice, or did they get mad at you? Any good stories?
No. Who are dead?
No, it doesn't have to be. Well, if you want, but no, anybody living or dead, living or dead that we would all know.
I met Norm a few times.
A few times?
Yeah, just like really not in social settings. But I went to a book signing he did a book reading. It was in Patchogue several years ago. I forget and the question. He's on stage and he was being questioned by, holy crap, for me to poop on. What the hell is his name?
What? What'd you just say?
Like the guy who does the voice of Triumph, Smigel. So Smigel was interviewing. It was a great set. And then at the end, he had a meet and greet and signed the books. And they go up and he opens, like, what's your name? It's Tim Thompson. He's like, how do you spell that? Like, no P, please. I'm like the wet blanket at a German Scheiser party. No P. And he looked down at the book, and then he looks at me like, and it stopped. What? It's just, and he's doing a laugh. What? That's very good. Yeah. See that? Go. There you go.
That's pretty good, buddy.
Yeah.
But you never did a show with any
No. I one time here at Governor's when I saw Norm and getting a picture with him, and I'm wearing a Yankees cap. He's like, what's the score? What's going on? Because he's degenerate gambler at that point.
Right,
like, I don't know. I was here watching you. It's like, that's real. I'll be wearing the hat, you dumb hick. Let's take this. Take this picture. Anywho, I can't wait to hear Adam Snare's impersonation of Norm. I think he's doing a.
Does he do one?
No, I think they're doing. There's a show that's. I think everyone does a different dead comedian.
Right. Yes, that's right. And he's doing Norm.
He's doing Norm.
Yeah, Adam. When is that? Did that pass already? Let us know when that is.
Passed last year. Thoughts and prayers.
Plajanos, I'm surprised the first female first base coach gave the finger sign. Johnny Lambros is watching. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny, have you ever worked with Johnny Lambros?
Yes. I think, yes. I'm sorry. My mind is quite...
That's all right.
I have holes in my brain.
I know the feeling.
They're lesions.
From, I'm sorry.
MS. So.
Are you making fun of Gilbert?
No. He died of MS? No.
Wasn't it?
No. I think he had a
muscular
heart
dystrophy.
issue. Yes.
Oh.
It's
all
the
right.
Weirdest way to make fun of someone.
Johnny Lambros, my favorite Gilbert Gottfried memory was the sketch he did on the Jim Norton show on the Vice Network. It was called Heckle Therapy. Look it up on YouTube. Okay.
Right. I used to love when he would do Dracula on Stern. You remember? Blah, he'd say horrible things.
Well, yeah, he's had his share of trouble for things he has said.
Oh, yeah, he got canceled. Was he the first to get canceled? He got fired from Aflac because what he said, the Japanese, I think it was the Fukushima tsunami. No, another tsunami, the one in the South Pacific.
Yeah, yes, I think that was the one, yeah.
What did he say?
Oh, yeah, that I don't remember.
He was done. Then they changed it. There's a different person doing his voice. How weird is it? They see someone making money impersonating you.
It's the ultimate compliment.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure. All right. Here's something I do with a lot of people that come in here. I look them up on Facebook.
Ah, crap.
and I look at mutual friends.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to name some mutual friends that we have, and you say whatever you want. You can say you don't even know who that is if you want to.
Should I say the first word that comes into my mind?
Sure.
Okay.
Andy Plagenos.
Oh, Dracula. I like Andy. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a great guy. Adam Snare.
Adam Snare, quitter, going to Florida. No, he's a upstanding chap.
Benny Rizzuti.
Benny Rizzuti. I haven't seen him in a spell. You say a minute. You're supposed to say.
Yes.
10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I liked it. He used to have a podcast that I would do, and he's had several.
Yes, he's done several. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing well.
Even he's in here once in a while.
Oh, great.
Greg Joseph.
Greg Joseph. Greg Joseph. Is there another name to that?
Gregory Joseph.
Gregory. Oh, Gregory Joseph. Yes, I love his suits.
Gregory Joseph. I think.
Gregory A. Joseph Banks. Is that,
No, that's his name. You're gonna look him up?
No. It's just my phone keeps ringing. I want to make sure that
everything good.
I'm not dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
get
good
the
thing
text
to know.
You're a dead man.
It's like Scream.
Yeah.
Gregory Joseph is a comedian. Gregory, I think he's actually coming in here tomorrow or next Friday. I forget.
Yeah, I'm better with faces. That's why I'm on that Facebook. It's not name book.
Right. All right. You want to see his picture?
Yeah. Let's keep
Redhead and a red beard.
Oh.
Probably around our age, give or take. You're what, in your early 40s?
Sure.
I'm in my early 50s. He looks like he's in between us somewhere. Joe Curry.
Joe Curry. Yeah, Joe.
Another bald-headed beard man.
No, he's a beard-headed bald man. He screwed up. Did you see that when he grew his beard on top of his head? Like, what are you doing? Where's the magnet to move that around to get that back down there? Wild Willie.
Like that game, remember?
Yeah, Willie Bully, whatever. Yeah, put it back down. Yeah, Joe.
Josh Schaefer.
Josh Schaefer. Josh Schaefer, the brewery?
No.
Why do I know something?
Do they still have that? Do they still make that beer?
Which?
Schaefer.
Schaefer. No, I'm talking about out east.
There's a Schaefer brewery out east? Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not Schaefer Brewery. Josh owns a brewery out east, right? Which Josh Schaefer? I think I know multiple. Look up on my list how many Josh Schaefers I know. I know a Jake Schaefer. I know so many Schaefers. I know.
This Josh Schaefer is a nurse who does a little comedy sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't help you?
Yeah. Hey, Josh. I know.
All right, this one you know. Mark David Hirschman.
Oh, yeah, Mark David Hirschman. Yeah, he's got Hershey and Keegs.
Hershey and the Keegs.
Hershey and the Keegs, yeah.
So basically all of them is just a yeah.
What do you want me to say? Oh,
anything.
Oh, okay.
Is yeah the first thing that comes to your mind?
Beard, facial hair on many of these men. Actually, all of these men. I have manly men friends. I forgot, like, you're asking if I knew them.
Well, this one, I hope doesn't have a beard. Danielle Asher.
Danielle Asher is my favorite style of paintings because when you're hanging out with Danielle, are we going up the stairs or left in the stairs? Like Asher? Never mind. Oh. Sorry.
Michelle
Poop, beard, hair, fart. Boom, 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 boom.
Michelle Fox.
Michelle Fox, tenacious.
Good word. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking for.
She's out there. She's working the comedy.
That's right.
I saw her. We did a show several months ago in
she's
Farmingdale.
Non-stop. Yeah, she's always working somewhere.
Yeah.
And speaking of salacious, Will Sharon.
Sharon? I always get it wrong. Nerd. We do have conversations online or about weird comic book stuff. So we do get a little deep.
He's like, comic books, music, TV, like anything pop culture. That guy's on it, man.
Oh my God, yeah. He's you should get on here and just talk about the hot stuff in pop culture. Yeah.
Adam Snare says next Saturday at Snappers Comedy Club in Palm Harbor.
Harbor.
That's where you're all playing dead comedians? All right, so now the last name I have here, Tim Saliani.
Tim, you gotta have one word for Tim Saliani.
Well, it doesn't have to be one word. Just whatever comes to your mind first. It could be a whole paragraph, if that's what comes to you.
Sexy. Sexy Tim Saliani. That's his actual confirmation name. But
that's usually 2 words I don't put together. Sexy and Tim Saliani.
Tim Saliani and I, we have some good, deep conversations about utter fluff. Like the stupidest things. But I liked him, and we're working on making a podcast of our own. I think we looked at the market and like, hey, another podcast is needed here. We need to. So, and we're both have the same name. So, like we were just talking about. So, I think once we get there, but a Tale of Two Tims is what it's going to be called. We're going to talk about important things in the Tim community. I identify as either a Tim or a Timothy. I think he identifies as a muscle-bound beast who's don't make him mad or he'll.
I think I said that to you before we went on air. He Sasquatch, basically, is what you just said. That's how I.
Well, you said
him.
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
you
but
said
everything you just described is Sasquatch.
Well, it's a cryptozoological creature that doesn't exist. I say Tim is all real.
Well, yeah, he's definitely existing. Sallie just chimed in. Hello, Sallie.
Hi, Sallie.
This is what? This is from Mark Hirschman. Got suspended from Facebook today, but can you comment for me that I'm enjoying the show and say hello to Tim for me?
Hi. Oh, we got suspended. What did you do?
What did you do, Tim? Mark David Hirschman. Was it something you did the other night on your show?
Ooh.
They had Chris Carlin on their show this week, Hershey and the Keegs. Chris Carlin from ESPN Radio.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, what'd you get suspended for? I'm surprised. I'm surprised to hear that.
We're going to keep doing this show for another 3 hours until you get back to us. No. I don't know.
We could.
All right. So those are all the names.
That's it. Those are the
names. I
names.
had a game for you. I should have brought something. But,
Yahtzee?
Yahtzee, yeah. Connect 4. Pretty sneaky, Tony.
Pretty sneaky. Yep. Now we're showing our age.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I love all TV. I've watched. When I was a kid, I used to go to the Museum of Television and Radio, which was next to the 21 Club. And take the train in and watch because there was no YouTube. You kids have it so easy, and I would pay and go in there and you could watch. They had everything, so I'd be there like watching shows like the Brady Brides or all this little TV.
The Brady Brides,
not
things. Wow.
No, Brady Bunch is on every day at that point, But yeah, so I know a lot of old references.
I'm with you.
TV, so.
I was just I was just telling somebody just a couple weeks ago that probably it might have been during the pandemic. I was channel surfing, and I hadn't done that in years, channel surfing. But I was looking at the guide, and I came across Gilligan's Island. I was like, I hadn't watched Gilligan's Island probably since early 90s or something. Yeah. So I put it on. It was the goofiest, corniest stuff, but I laughed my ass off the whole half hour.
So silly.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was gold.
Yeah, it's just weird how we moved away from the monocultural kind of situation, so everything's fragmented and people don't have the same memories of one TV show. Because when I came up in I guess 80s and 90s, where I'm now nostalgic for the things back then, and all the things back then were the nostalgia of the people before me. Like I'm nostalgic for the Brady Bunch movie,
right?
Making fun of the Boomers Brady Bunch or Car 54. I'm nostalgic for every crappy TV show movie that would come out. It's just so awful, and they'll be inundated with that. So it doesn't happen anymore. It's like everyone's creating their own stuff, but I guess it's still kind of turtles are still a thing. I get it. But
you bring up a good point because there used to be 1, 2 TVs in our houses when we were kids, so there were a lot of shared experiences, and that's gone now.
Yeah, some people had 2 TVs in their pants.
In their pants.
Yeah, these are these rectangles are TVs.
True.
You look at it's a TV.
Yeah.
People are like, I don't watch TV. Like, well, I've been watching Breaking Bad and streaming. Like, that's TV,
right?
But I don't watch it on a TV. It's semantics.
It's just you're just watching it a different way. Yeah. It's still
it's a new delivery system.
But it's weird. It's still not a shared experience. People are watching it on their own.
Yeah.
Especially when a whole series comes out in one day. So I'll watch maybe the whole thing. You'll watch one. So we can't even really talk much
event
about
television or scheduled TV. It is dead. I think the last show that probably Game of Thrones was the last one where you had to watch it because people are going to be discussing it. But now it drops. I mean, there are a few. I guess still HBO shows. Every streaming now it's like the day of like today, like Moon Knight. They dropped yesterday, which I am enjoying it a lot.
I didn't see this week's yet, but I thought the first 2 were great.
I think it's fantastic. And so that's what I also fight in my head. Like, what do I like more? The binge style of Netflix where everything's there, or like the weekly thing, so I could think during the week, like, oh, what are they going to do? And then you can discuss it. And that's also fun, too, discussing.
I used to love that. I did that with The Sopranos. I would record.
Oh, my God, yeah.
On my VHS, I would record each episode, and then me and a few friends, we'd watch it 2 to 3 more times that week and discuss it. We'd listen to other like radio shows.
We were talking about Monday morning. Hey, how about the Sopranos episode?
Right. They would play the little sound
Junior
bites.
having trouble getting out of the rough? Is that what he said? Oh, you guys. Oh, well, you know.
That's it, exactly. But it was fun to have that suspense during the week.
Yeah.
And then everybody got together Sunday nights to watch the next one. Who's going to get whacked? And I miss that stuff. It was fun.
Yeah. I mean, but now I'm so addicted to like, well, what happens next? What happens next? And then when I find like it's over, I have to wait a year for another. Oh, what?
I think it's this week. This next week.
Next week.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah. I got. You know what?
That's been probably
I'm
2
behind
years.
on that.
You've only had 2 years to catch up with a pandemic.
You know what? I watched everything else. I kind of dropped off a little bit on Better Call Saul. Yeah.
You started to watch it?
I watched the first 2 seasons. I mean, I remember when his brother died, right? And
Michael McKean from Long Island?
Oh, yeah.
That court scene.
From?
He's from Glen Cove.
Oh, wow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. The court scene when he's just
when he lost
his brother. Yeah,
that was fantastic. What a great scene.
You know what? It was good. Maybe I will go back. I ended up watching. Oh, I started watching a lot of things. Just some weird stuff. I watched some 90s TV movie where Frankenstein went to college.
The way you just, I got some weird stuff.
Some weird. Like, you know what? Not creepy. Like old TV stuff. Like things like TV movies I got into. Like, this is ridiculous. Not without my daughter. Like maybe not without my iPod. It's just like, the sequel to Not Without My Daughter. Like, oh, I can't go on this plane. I can't without my iPod. It's a 2000s movie, so it dates itself.
Well, that's like Airplane. Airplane was actually a remake of a real movie.
Well, Airplane is mocking. I can't even think of the proper word right now, but yeah, of Airport, like Airport 76. And
no, it was what the hell was it called? I don't remember now. I'm so freaked out by your creepy voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. You should do voiceovers.
In a world where Tony Walker needs to look on his phone and remember his past, there's only one answer.
Pick up the phone! He won't pick up! 0 Hour.
0 Hour.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
And if you go on YouTube, they have like scene-by-scene comparisons and stuff.
All right.
Like some of the scenes are just verbatim from 0 Hour.
0 Hour, yeah. And that was the fun. And then they just kept making those movies. Not just the Zuckers, but it just got out of hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm picking up my phone again. Sallie wrote that she texted me why Mark was suspended.
Oh. Ooh.
There was a Newsday article on Facebook about a hawk that was terrorizing people in Suffolk County.
Oh, my God.
Are you aware of this?
No. Protect Keegan. He's scared of birds.
Keegan's scared of birds?
Terrified. Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to say things.
So they were trying to humanely handle the situation, and Hirschman's suggestion was to shoot the fucking thing before the hawk pecks someone's eye out. And then that's it. He got banned.
What?
Where did he write this? Like on his own Facebook or News 12's Facebook?
No,
like,
you know what got him?
Save the bird?
It's the robot algorithm, like gun, shoot, kill. There. It takes it. It does automatically just finds these keywords. So yeah, maybe you should have said dispose of the bird using a firearm of sorts.
Firearm gets you in trouble.
It's just it's a robot. It's just looking for keywords. How long do you get banned for? I'm a goody two shoes.
There's different levels.
Yeah.
I haven't been banned, but this station has been in Facebook jail.
Oh.
And we were in jail twice for 2 weeks each. But I know people that have been banned for a month. I know people that have been banned for 3 months. So yeah, I guess depends on the offense. I guess.
Yeah. Well, you can file appeal. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. So
if there's any Facebook lawyers out there.
And as I predicted, my mother texted, "Love you, Frank. I mean Tony."
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
That's pretty good.
And Frank's not even the name of your brother. That's...
Well, I'm surprised that you forgot his name and not mine. All right.
See, I get these spam. Do you ever get spam texts or something? Like
course.
people that. This is one that's like, "Hi, Christine. Are you still in New York?" You think it's spam or just someone calling it?
That's
to the wrong.
I think that's spam.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of those lately myself. That and then also on WhatsApp.
What's that?
Hi, is this Johnny's number? I forget. I've gotten like 5 of those in the past week, and at first I was thinking the same thing. Oh, this is just innocent. I'll write back, and then I'm like, nah, something. They're getting something out of me by if I respond.
I got a DM from my cousin.
So that would be real then.
It was here's the thing, on Instagram. So I figure it's real. She's like, you have to follow this person. She's helped me get tons of money through Bitcoin. I'm like, Bitcoin? You could barely turn on a TV, and you're doing Bitcoin? It's like, yes, you should try. I'm like, I don't have the money for that crap. I mean, it's fun for other people. I'm worried about tangible money first.
Yeah, of course.
Before I could think about pretend. So she's like, no, please, just follow her and send me. I look at the girl, and it's like this 20-something girl and out of California, and she's got all these party pictures and everything. Like, this is a financial plan. I'm looking. I'm like, all right. Then I get a message again from my cousin, like, I was hacked. Like, oh, yeah, I figured. And then she's like, they've blocked me on Instagram. I need your help. It's part of the buddy system through Instagram. And I'm going to send you a link, and you click on it, and you help me. Like, the buddy system. Like, we're going on a field trip with Instagram. And then I just start, I'm like, oh, how are you typing? You lost your hands in the lawnmower accident. He's like, I'm able to type. Please just take the link. And like, but are you using the hooks we sent you? I just want to know. I know I sent you the helper monkey. Is Ferdinand helping? And then I go in this whole thing about Ferdinand. He's a sensitive monkey. Make sure you don't play any, John Cougar Mellencamp around him, because pink houses make him start throwing feces in a very violent way, not his usual fun-loving way. And she's like, will you help me? I'll send you a link. And then I'm finally like, yeah, just send it to my Department of Justice email, and I'll take. I just want to end this. Like, hey, this is getting weird.
I've told the story a million times on here, but we were doing the show here. This was years ago, and there were a bunch of us here in the studio on the show. And during the show, I forget, one of us got a voicemail. The IRS is trying to locate you. You owe thousands. Call this number. So we were like, screw it. We called it on the air. And we get this guy, and you can hear in the background what sounded like almost like kitchen noises, like pots and pans. And we were saying, like, what's that noise back there? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
With that thick Boston accent.
Exactly. Yeah. But then all of a sudden you hear a dog barking in the background, and the guy hung up. So we were like, screw it. So then I think it was me. Then I called back. No, it wasn't. It was Sallie. Sallie then called back. I think I got the original text, and then we had Sallie call the number. And so she gets the same guy, and she goes, I got this text, and it told me to ask for so-and-so about money that I owe. And he starts going on and on, yeah, you owe the IRS, and it was like thousands of dollars. So we had one of the guys get on the mic, pretending to be her husband coming home from work. And she goes, oh, I got to be careful. My husband's home. He goes, who are you talking to? She's like, nobody. He goes, who is this? And the guy says, so he's like, you've been spending money again? So we start doing slap noises in the background. She starts yelling, ow, stop. And she starts pretending to cry. This guy starts yelling, you stop that. You son of a bitch, you stop that. He threatened to call the cops.
Really?
And this guy, so our guy was like, you're going to call the cops on me? He goes, it should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
Well, I'm just trying to steal money from you. You're beating a woman. So you know what? Actually, that was the nicest scam I ever heard. You guys are just doing the theater of the mind. You're trying to entertain anyone. Apparently, scammers. This is the weirdest
but it worked.
chat roulette.
It worked. The guy goes, ma'am, don't worry. Don't be upset. Don't worry. Your account is fine. And she goes, what do you mean? She goes, what do you mean? He goes, I took care of it. Everything is fine. I can't do the accent. Yeah. And she's like, okay, thanks. And we got off the phone with this guy. I mean, but he went off. He was yelling at the guy. It went on for like 15 minutes. It was...
There, I do end up in some YouTube holes of the scam baiters. Like they...
Oh, scam baiters. I've never heard that phrase.
Oh, you got to check. These guys, they do it on their Twitch, and then they compress it edit it for YouTube. Sometimes they're like 40 minutes long, but they'll have them on hold as long. They mess with these guys, these scammers, as long as possible, 4 or 5 hours. And they have voice changers. But there's this one guy, Jim Browning. You can find him on YouTube where he goes after them. He hacks their cameras. So he's talking to them while he's looking at them, and he's changing. He'll get into their system, listen to what they're doing. Sometimes they'll be, scamming these people, mostly in English-speaking countries. Then he calls them and like, listen, this is a scam, or sometimes he'll call the bank. He really tries, but he goes after that. They know this name. Sometimes they're like, this is Jim Browning. Like, no, and then. But he goes after, and like he really goes after, like there are some guys who do it while they're talking. They're deleting all the files of the scammers in there. So yeah, I do definitely watch like some of these guys, and they they help people. They actually one guy I remember, he gave money to this poor woman who got involved in it. She lost all her money, and then she became almost like a mule without even knowing. Like they're sending checks to her. Other people are sending checks to her, where she's getting it, saying we're paying you back because of what happened. Yeah. And then she uploads, and then they steal it through. So they're using these people not even knowing. Like it's so intricate. It's
absolutely. It's crazy. All right, it's that time, pal. We're done.
All right, pants off, or
so yeah. Why not? All right. All right. Before we go, tell us what you have coming up. Any shows? Gigs?
Oh, all right. So as you said before, the Giggle Room tomorrow.
I have the poster for that too. Boom. There it is.
Steve Rocco Perillo presents what is it? Whatever the official name. It's a roast battle among many of these young, up and coming comics on Long Island and me.
The Rocco and Travis Hour.
Rocco and Travis Hour. That's his podcast. You guys, you should listen to it. They do some good stuff.
Yeah, they're good.
Yep. Check them out.
So it's a roast battle. So who are you battling?
I am battling Zach Zorovich. So Zach Zorovich versus Tim Thompson, the alliteration battle. Who's ZZ versus TT? This is going to make
I like that.
Stan Lee go yee. Why did that just happen?
That's going to be a good one because you guys are two smart comedians right there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I
like
got
it.
Nothing.
You got
really,
plenty, no doubt.
No, I don't.
I should put my money on Zorovich?
Oh, put it all. You bet the farm on it.
Who else is
farm you can never reach because it's on the mainland and you'll never leave fire.
Well, the Puerto Rican farm where you zip line.
Hey, that was a jungle.
The jungle. That's right. So who else is on
Puerto Rican farm is an actual sex move. I don't know if you knew that. You ever the Puerto Rican farm? How are you walking?
That's like when the dog dies. I sent them to the farm. But that farm was upstate.
That's true. Yeah. It's always upstate.
So who else is on this show? Do you know? No.
Yeah, no. We got Christian Hahn versus Tom DeSillis.
Oh, it's listed there.
Yeah, it's right there. Oh. Tom Crescenzo versus Dom LaMarca. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, Dr. Harry Friedman.
Pat Dunn. Dr. Harry Friedman.
I can't picture Dr. Harry Friedman doing a roast. He's just such a nice man.
I know, it's really hard to believe, but you're going to have to come down and see it. Seeing is believing.
There you go. What else? That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, the 23rd of April, I'm at Harmony Vineyards, which is in the head of the harbor in Suffolk. You can look that up. It's a beautiful little vineyard out there, so I'll be doing a show that night with Mike Fales and Bridget Kavanaugh.
Oh,
so
sure.
That should be fun.
I just did a show with Bridget last week.
She's good.
Yeah, she is very good. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
And that's it?
That's it for now that I want to talk about. Everything else is secretive.
And then how do they, if they want to know more dates, how do they find you?
All right, Tim Thompson, Tim Thompson Comedy on Instagram. No P, please. And also, I think on Facebook, Tim Thompson. There's many different Tim Thompsons. I'm trying to,
look for the Abe Lincoln photo.
You know what's funny? Every time a Tim Thompson dies, I go through the quickening, which is the worst when you're driving. You know the quickening, right? I don't know what type of school you went to.
I think if I know, explain, because I think I know what you're talking about. But
no, because there could be only one.
Right.
Remember that documentary series, The Highlander?
Yes.
So every time one dies, I actually have.
Yeah. So you feel them like entering.
Oh yeah. Well,
so
I get their energy. There's one less, but I actually get Google alerts for Tim Thompson dying, and I look like good. One last one. It was the tugboat captain who died, but a tree fell on him. Like, this is ironic. That's the only way Tim Thompson's died is through irony. Tell me the ironic way I'll die, everyone.
I once, back in the 90s, I went to visit some friends in Detroit, and we went to a mall. And in fact, the company still exists. We're walking to the mall, and there's a big store with the giant sign, Tony Walker and Company. I was, holy shit. I walked in and showed them my license. I said, can I get a discount? And they said, no. I said, okay. But yeah, they're still around. You go
What about my
online.
company? Do these guys with me? They,
Right.
no?
You don't get one either, employee.
All right. Well, I'll remember you.
Should have said
Tony
that.
Walker and Company, you've been called
I
out.
should have said, you're fired. Get out. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, get out of here. I'm Tony Walker.
I'll
Just
get
start
behind
knocking
the
it.
camera.
I'm Tony Walker, and I can do whatever I want. It's my company.
Now I got to go back.
You mark your territory. You're pissing Tony. You spelled Tony Walker. Your urine. As one should.
Hello, Molly.
Get your
Nice.
adverbs here.
I'm just a Bill. Thanks for watching, but we're about to sign off. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, pal. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was great having me on, man.
Absolutely. We'll do it again. All right, so today is Thursday.
Still?
What's on tonight on Gov's Comedy Club podcast? There is... tonight. That's right. I totally forgot. We got the big special tonight.
Woo!
You remember the Spin Doctors?
Oh, yeah.
Mark White, bassist for the former bassist for the Spin Doctors. He's going to be on here tonight. He's hosting a show with Josh Schaefer.
Are we going to find out who the two princes were?
We just might.
Finally.
Yep, after all these years.
Finally relax.
Left versus right, Schaefer versus White, a political battle between Mark White, who is not right. Oh, no, Mark White is right. Yeah, he leans heavily to the right. Josh Schaefer leans heavily to the left. I almost said west. Leans heavily to the left. And
This is going up and down.
Tonight at 7:30, they're going to square off on a political battle, a political debate, whatever you want to call it. That'll be tonight at 7:30 here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast.
I like political tickle fights. Those are usually the best.
And maybe they'll do that.
Oh, fingers crossed.
That's tonight at 7:30, and then tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll be back in here with Andy Plajanos.
Andy.
And I think Gregory Joseph is coming in tomorrow, and I think Tommy Farrell is coming in tomorrow.
Wow, what a packed room.
Yep, Tommy Farrell will be in here, and yeah, Gregory Joseph. And then next Friday, Andy Plajanos, Eric Tartaglione, Will Sharon is going to be here next
Nice.
Friday. Yeah, very excited. On Tuesday, Fat Jay and Dan LaRocco and Austin Brooks and Joe Cavella will be here. So we got all sorts of stuff going on.
My goodness.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm exhausted just hearing that.
Me too.
My sides are already splitting in anticipation for the...
Me too. All right. So thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Have a great day. Go check out Tim Thompson wherever he's playing. See ya.